The world is rapidly urbanizing. The United Nations predicts that the number of people living in cities could double by 2050 to 6.5 billion. To accommodate growing populations, cities like Paris, New York, and Tokyo are building more housing and public resources, including parks, schools, and subways, as part of large redevelopment plans. Welcome to Mega Luxury. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss amazing videos from us. These cities will likely look very different in the coming decades. Take a look at some of the biggest urban projects under construction within the biggest cities in the world. Number 10. Shanghai, China, Todtown. So, to be fully completed by 2024, Todtown is a new mixed-use development in Shanghai's Minhang district. The development will feature 1,000 apartment units, a 1.3 million square foot shopping mall, an additional 580,000 square feet of retail, 1.5 million square feet of office space, and a 53,000 square foot cultural center. According to Inhabitat, Todtown will also incorporate lots of greenery, from green roofs to mini parks scattered throughout. The master plan was created by Chicago-based architecture firm Gotch Partners and Hong Kong-based studio Lead 8. Construction on the $1.5 billion project began in 2014. Number 9. Cairo, Egypt, New Cairo Capital. East of downtown Cairo, New Cairo Capital will be a 270 square mile hub with 21 new residential districts, enough housing for 5 million people. The development is being financed largely by Chinese developers. The China Fortune Land Development Company, for instance, put down $20 billion for the project in late 2016. However, New Cairo Capital will also feature 1,250 mosques and churches, a 5,000-seat conference center, nearly 2,000 schools and colleges, over 600 medical facilities, and what is projected to be the world's largest park. Egypt Housing Minister Mostafa Madbouli told the BBC that the project would cost $45 billion and be complete by 2022. Construction began in 2015. Number 8. Paris, France, Europacity. Designed by Danish architecture firm Bjarke Ingels Group, Europacity promises housing, shops, and restaurants, though the exact numbers of each are not confirmed yet. The development is also slated to include plazas, an artificial ski slope, open walkways, a golf system, and a new transit system. Triangle de Gonesse, the suburb where it will be located, is largely rural. But according to Europacity developers, the goal of the $3.4 billion project is to connect the area with urban Paris and reduce congestion downtown. Construction started in 2016 and is expected to wrap up by 2024. Number 7. Berlin, Germany, Europacity. Berlin is building a new neighborhood called Europacity. Spanning nearly 100 acres, the mixed-use development near the Berlin Central Station is set to become a new commercial and residential hub. The master plan, which will be complete by 2025, calls for 2,000 apartment units, 4.3 million square feet of office and retail space, a promenade, a school, roads, bridges, and public square. Construction began in early 2014, though the exact cost of the project has not been announced. New developments like Europacity have been a point of contention for some Berliners, who are fighting against the city's recent rapid gentrification. Number 6. Istanbul, Turkey, New City, Istanbul. New City, Istanbul is a development that reimagines the 8,000-year-old river city. In April 2016, the Metropolitan Municipality Council approved the plan to build approximately 50,000 residences and 7 towers on the few remaining large slots of land near Istanbul's center. Local news outlet The Daily Sabah reported, the 93.6 million square foot area was once a military zone. The development will also feature a shopping center, a 6,200 space underground parking garage, a 26.9 million square foot park, a movie theater, an ice rink, and an airport that's being billed as the world's largest. The exact timeline and cost for the project has not been disclosed yet, but construction began in late 2016. The airport alone, set to open in 2018, has attracted over $6 billion in funding. Number 5. New York City, USA, the World Trade Center site. Since the September 11th attacks in 2001, New York City has been working to redevelop the 16-acre Manhattan site where the Twin Towers and surrounding buildings stood. As of July 2017, much of the project has been completed, including One World Trade Center, also known as the Freedom Tower, the tallest skyscraper in the city, 4 World Trade Center, 7 World Trade Center, and a new transit hub. the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, a mall, and a park. 3 more towers, a small church, and a performing arts center are still in the works. Construction is set to be finished by 2020. Number 4. Los Angeles, California, Newhall Ranch. The Newhall Ranch development in Santa Clarita Valley will bring 21,500 residential units to Los Angeles County by 2035. It will feature a mix of housing, including single-family homes, condos, and apartments, with about 10% or more than 2,000 units. Priced at below market rates. Newhall Ranch was originally proposed in 1994, but developers had trouble breaking ground due to legal troubles from environmental groups. That said, the $14 billion project would severely disrupt the local ecosystem. Newhall Ranch will start out as 2 villages with 5,500 homes and 2.5 million square feet of retail space between them. It will also preserve 10,000 acres of public outdoor space. Number 3. Sao Paulo, Brazil, the city's new master plan. This building complex, planned by urban think tank, began construction in early 2014. Sao Paulo unveiled its new master plan, which will dramatically change the city over the next 2 decades. The plan calls for a more people-oriented development, including new housing, bike lanes, dedicated bus lanes, and a reduction in the number of existing parking spaces. As Next City notes, the city currently faces a housing shortage of up to 500,000 units. Approximately 1.2 million Sao Paulo residents live in favelas, concrete and iron shantytowns, or abandoned buildings downtown called cortiças. According to the new master plan, the city plans to build 717,000 new residential units, 240,000 of which will be designated as affordable by 2030. The 4-story community center includes a bus stop, playing field, urban farm, terrace, and performance hall. Number 2. Tokyo, Japan, Shibuya Station Area Redevelopment. Tokyo was preparing for the 2020 Summer Olympics, which has spurred a number of redevelopment projects in the city. Citywide, at least 45 new skyscrapers were constructed by 2020, a 50% increase in high-rises over the next 3 years, according to Bloomberg. 7 skyscrapers will be part of the Shibuya Station Area Redevelopment project, 6 will be used for offices and retail, and 1 will be a 32-story condo building. The plan also calls for a redeveloped Shibuya River, a narrow pedestrian walkway that will feature new shops and greenery when it opens. The full multi-billion-dollar project is set to be complete by 2027. Number 1. London, England, the Battersea Power Station development. The renovation of the Battersea Power Station, the iconic building featured on the cover of Pink Floyd's 1977 album Animals, is at the center of a large mega-development in London's Nine Elms neighborhood. The estimated $16.5 billion or £13 billion project will include new residential and commercial complexes, including apartments, hotels, and offices. Construction is slated to proceed in 7 phases. The first began in 2014 and the last is expected to finish in 2025. Spanning over 8 million square feet, the construction site for the Battersea Power Station development is the largest in London in 30 years, according to Dave Twohig, Chief Development Officer at Battersea Power Station Development Company. Apple, the complex's anchor tenant, will move its London headquarters to the former power station. The company is expected to take up 40% of the building's available office space. Well, if you like this video, I'm sure you're going to love to watch our video about the 10 ancient invention techniques that we still can't quite reproduce on our channel. Make sure to click the subscribe button for future notifications and never miss our videos. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.